Buddy. I came on a little bit early. I saw there were a couple of us waiting in here. So, good morning. I hope everybody has a cup of something, coffee, whatever starts your day. If you see me looking down, I'm very sorry. I'm trying to pull up my live down here so I can see the comments. Now I have to turn off my volume so I don't have to hear myself. I do need a technical person for sure. Okay, please. I gotta be quiet for 1 minute. There we go. Now I've muted myself. Now I can talk. That's an oxymoron, isn't it? Now I've muted myself. Now I can talk. Anyway, good morning, Karen and Linda. I think you're here. It told me you were here because you are the best sister on the planet. Karen, meet my sister Linda. Linda, meet Karen. You guys don't forget the thummies. Thank you very much. So it is Saturday. What are you guys doing today? I am, well, today's laundry day. And then, hi, Margaret. Good morning. Thank you for coming. So yes, laundry day. I did tell Mr. Fortunate, if you have any laundry, get it in there. So, so he's going to do that. And then I'm actually kidnapping him and bringing him to a treasure hunt with me. So that ought to be fun. Let me bring this down a little bit. How's that? Oh, that's a little bit better. It doesn't look like I'm just a floating head. Oh my goodness. What time is it? I am a little bit early. I apologize, but I couldn't wait any longer. I was sitting here nervously crocheting. Let me show you. So I'm still working on my blanket here. I'm trying not to get discouraged because even though the stitch count is the same, I think, well, let me finish this sentence. Even though the stitch count, and I do keep counting, is the same, it seems to be getting a wonky shape to it. And I think it's the actual yarn itself. It's so soft and so, I don't know the word I'm looking for. Anyway, it's that Schitt's Creek, which was the funniest show ever. I've watched it 3 times, the whole thing, start to finish. But anyway, I'm waiting for Michael's to give me the rest of my delivery so I can keep working on it. Because right now, I think it is my lot in life to be surrounded by yarn barf. I can never get it to not do this. It's such a pain. Margaret, what kind of coffee do you guys drink? You guys let me know what kind of coffee you drink. I am currently drinking French vanilla because I ran out of my Southern pecan. Very bad planning. Good morning, Sugar Diamond. How are you? Thank you for coming. So I'm drinking this. I actually got it. There's a local convenience store right here, and they sell the K-Cups. Right, Margaret? But it seems to be following me everywhere. So let me see if I can show you. You see my yarn wall here, okay? There's my yarn wall. Well, if we go further down, okay, you see all of these buckets. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them across the whole floor, and they're all filled with balls of yarn that were barf, and now they're fixed. But, oh, sorry, my eye. I think I got one of Fritzy's hairs in my eye. Sorry, that must have looked weird. I apologize. So anyway, the yarn barf is crazy. Thank goodness for my friend Luba, who I hope will be on here soon today. She likes doing stuff like that, and she also likes untangling necklaces. Thank goodness. So she did a lot of that for me. And then the rest of the day yesterday, I went now over here. These here and here are skeins that I've used some of. So they're not full skeins. But there was too much of it for me to wrap into a ball. So I'm trying to get all that set. But yeah, I think it's time for a confession. I have a yarn problem. I can't get enough. I love it. I love the smell of it, the feel of it, the different textures of it. I love all of it. I just can't, I can't stop myself. I'm trying to stop myself, but I'm headed out after I take Mr. Fortunate to the one thrift store. I'm headed back out to Goodwill to see if there's any yarn there. So yes, I did take my yarn barf to her, and she did an amazing job. She brought it all back perfect. I guess she did have one mishap. She has a puppy who's about a year old, and she had to take her other dog to the vet, and I guess her husband wasn't paying attention, and the puppy got a hold of a little bit of the yarn and unraveled it, shall I say, for her. So yeah, so all right, so I'm not the only one with a yarn issue. You guys have it too. It's a confession I have to have. Lisa, you do? You like untangling it? I don't know. I'm usually pretty good at, like, I wouldn't call them tedious, but at repetitive projects. Like, I love to deadhead plants. I could take hours just plucking off dead heads of plants. Pluck, pluck, pluck. And I used to like the winding of the yarn. And I think what really got me was how much of it I had to do. So I thank goodness for Luba all the time. Not just for the yarn, but for everything. She is a wonderful friend, and I am blessed. And I am blessed that you guys are all here. Thank you so much. It's early on a Saturday. Upstate New York, still no sunshine. But they do promise us that sometime this weekend we should be having it. Yes. Yes, Sugar Diamond. That's kind of why I started watching Juan. I started watching Crystal because she teaches me all of my stitches. And I started watching Juan because he's a yarn addict, and it gives me a place where I know I'm amongst friends. So I like to hang out there. Yeah. So, you know what? It doesn't hurt anything, and eventually I can make pretty stuff out of it, and I don't know. It makes me very happy. So, Karen, I don't know if you noticed that that's front and center. Makes me very happy. Again, I am like a little kid when I go to the post office. It's the anticipation of opening that P.O. box and seeing something in there. So let me share something else I got. Oh, thank you, Karen. All right, so I went to send out the winner of the January Mug of the Month Club. Tammy, you should be getting that. What's today's date? The 3rd. You should be getting that by Tuesday. So I go in, I'm packing it up, and I used little yarn balls for my packing peanuts. I found another another reason. So I used the little yarn balls for the packing peanuts, and I didn't know what else to do with, it's a mug, it's in a box, and I wanted to make sure nothing happened to it, because nothing's going to be, sadder than getting what you think is a prize and having it broken. So anyway, I stuffed the mug and I stuffed it around with all yarn. So there you go. Another use for yarn barf. Anyway, by the way, I know I jump around on topics, but this is literally what it's like to sit with me and have coffee. So anyway, I'm at the post office, and he said to me, give me a minute. He was doing his drawer or something. I said, okay. So I said, I'll check my mail in the meantime. This was in my mailbox. Hooked on Wishing Crochet. I was like, oh, I got more happy mail. So, and I did ask her, she said I could share. So, it's a cute sunglasses. Hello, Kim. In the very top corner says, you rock. Thank you. Hello, Kim. Valentine's Day is a great day to let those you know how special they are. It is for all the people who make life wonderful, just as you do, my friend. Wishing you all the love and yarn that life has to offer. I enjoy coffee with you every morning. Thank you for the dedication. Take care. Sincerely, Amy at Hooked on Wishing Crochet on YouTube. And she does have a channel. If you could, Sugar Diamond, do you think you could find her channel and put a link to it? That would be great if you can. I don't even know. Sorry, I might be asking too much, but Hooked on Wishing Crochet. She's a great supporter of mine. I get a lot of comments from her. But let me show you. So look at this adorable little stitch marker. And then handmade with love. And another little sticker of yarn. And then here we go. I might actually make a t-shirt that says this. That's what I do. I crochet and I know things. That's what I do. And then a pretty little paper heart. And then a Jossum. How fun is this? A bunch of little things put in an envelope, but you were thinking of me all the way across the country. This comes from the other side of the country. I'm blown away by it. I really am. Thank you. It means a lot. Little stickers. I love the stickers. So yes, thank you very much. I do appreciate it. Now, speaking of, I do appreciate the kindness of you guys. Hold on. Yeah, that's all right. I'll put it, I'll tag her. I'll try to figure it out. But let me, if anybody else knows how, go ahead and tell me and I'll let you be a moderator. So anyway, I have been working on the donations for, I told you, the city mission. So I have a bunch of hats and scarves and stuff. So I have a whole bag here that I'm going to donate. So keep them coming if you wouldn't mind. I'm bringing hats, gloves, mittens, booties, socks, whatever you want, except for blankets because blankets are a little big and I'm trying to carry them all in, the bags. And they said they have a lot of them, a lot of blankets. So if you have any extra handmade hats, mittens, gloves, whatever, I'm going to add these, even though they're my favorite. I just love these, my fingerless gloves. I'm going to add them to it. I made these with the Addy. That was fun. So I'm going to add all that to it and bring it over. It's nice to know. I mean, it's going to be warm for the next week, but it's February in upstate New York. We know we're going to get nailed with something. It's just what happens. So. Oh, Karen, you've got to try a hat. So you can crochet one. Go to Crystal. She's got a ton of them. Or do you have an Addy? If you have an Addy, I can put up a tutorial on how to do a hat on the Addy. It's so easy. It's like silly easy. So. Oh, nice. Margaret, that's great. That's great. So wherever you donate, whether they come here to me or whatever, donating to those that need it, more than just sitting here on a shelf or something like that. It's nice to help those out. I couldn't imagine, especially as a parent, I couldn't imagine, if you didn't have hats or gloves for your kids. So, okay. So yeah, turn on Juan or Crystal. I mean, there's a million others, but those are the two that I watch for tutorials the most. So, okay. So, sorry, I lean in. I know I'm I'm like my grandmother trying to watch TV. Well, it's on the TV. So, all right, what do I have? I have a whole bunch of notes here so I don't forget anything. I am up to 720 subscribers. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's so exciting. I am trying to get to the 1,000. So we shall see. I wanted to hit 700 by February 1st, and I hit that goal. Woohoo! Thank goodness, with all of your help. So keep sharing, keep watching. I'm oh, Sugar, you're cracking me up. Okay, so I did put up a video one day early because here I am telling you guys I'm getting myself into a schedule and I'm going to release the videos on certain days. And then I did the crafting with Kim and hit upload. And I'm like, old habits die hard, I guess. But I did put that up. It is geared towards kids. The crafting with Kim is geared towards things to do with the kiddos. So quick peek in case you haven't seen it. So I was making these and I had them in a smaller basket, but then I was having so much fun making them that I just made a bunch more. So I had to get a bigger basket. So this is just a wooden box that I got at a treasure hunt and some ribbon that I got at last week's treasure hunt. Wrapped it around and I put a bird and some fill and all of my eggs in there, and there you go. So there's that. But then I was thinking, well, what am I going to do with my little bunny? Because I like my little bunny. So, yep, I sat here and I was just watching some YouTube videos and I just made some little felt flowers and some felt eggs and a tissue egg, and I just stuck it in there, and he's cute. He's just a little something I had to do just to kill some time. So there's that. Nothing like a little bit of hot glue, right? So, whew, yeah, so I do have to discipline myself. Even though the videos are ready, I don't have to release them right away. So I'm working on that. It's very hard because you get so many things going at once and you're like, all right, just get it out. Just get it done. Just get it. And I have a tendency to just try to get things done all at once and then take a breath. So I wanted to show you. I was on a live. I think it is Art Junkie was doing a live, and she mentioned that someone was doing a scrapbook. No, a treasure hunt. I think that's what she called it. What do you call it when you're looking for? When you have a list of stuff and you're looking for it and you got to check it off. Come on, it's right here. I can. Scavenger hunt. So somebody was having a scavenger hunt and they were making a scrapbook of it. So I figured I'm going to make a scrapbook of all of the Happy Mail and all of the stuff that I get for 2024. So Karen, you're the very first page. And then I'm going to fold these and put them in there because I don't want to put the coasters in there because I want to use them. And put those in there. And then Amy from Hooked on Wishing, you're going to be the next page to start. So I think that'll be fun. I'll put in, you know, little memories of the Happy Mail that I get, my first full year as a content creator. How fun is that? So, I love Saturday. I do love Saturday. Just kind of hang out. Fritzy's sound asleep. He woke me up and then he crawls back into his little bed and goes back to sleep. Not fair at all. There you go. Oh, you're getting good at this, Sugar Diamond. Look at you. Well, Margaret, you know what? Even though you don't have kiddos around, you can still, I mean, these are fun. And they're pretty. And they're super easy. So all you need is some tissue paper or a magazine and a glue stick and an egg. But I don't know if you saw my video. I found camouflage Easter eggs. And I'm like, what the heck? Even when I bought them, it was at the Salvation Army here, the local one. And even when I bought them, the cashier was like, what are you going to do with those? That's what I'm going to do with those. Thank you all for being here this morning. I know. I do too, Margaret. As you can tell, my brain's always this way and that way and going and da-da-da-da. I do a lot of crafts as it is. And I keep seeing more. I keep seeing more. And I'm like, yay, let's do more. So, well, thank you, Karen. Yeah, they're fun. And actually, I did ones that I didn't show. Check this one out. You know what this one's covered with? An old scarf. How cool is that? It's an old, not silk. I don't think it's real silk. I hope it's not real silk. But anyway, I smelled it because it still smells like my mom's perfume. Anyway, that one, and where's the other one? This one. These were scarves, old scarves. So I took them and so yeah, I'm sorry. It was weird that I smell it, but whenever I smell my mom's perfume, I got to take a minute. So it was from my mom's stuff that I still have boxes of it. I'm still going through it. And every once in a while, you just got to stop, you know, and that's what I do. I just stop. So actually, I'll take a second. Hold on one second. I'm going to lean into you, and I'm really sorry. But, I mean, since I'm mentioning her, my mom loved the ocean. No. My mom loved the ocean, and she loved seagulls, and she also loved the movie Jonathan Livingston Seagull. So I made, that was the first thing I actually ever made with my Addie. So that was my inspiration for that. So every once in a while I'll smell her perfume, or, you know, it's your mom. Hi, Nay. No way. Doing laundry and making breakfast? Your family's spoiled. They're spoiled as can be. Oh. Renee, thank you for being here, and you're still a moderator. I hope that's okay. So I think this one, we're going to take care of that one. I just removed one I wasn't sure about. So yeah, thank you, Renee. So Renee, make sure Grace sees the latest Crafting with Kim, because I think that'll be fun for her. Let me know if she likes it, if she wants to try it. So what I'm thinking is Crafting with Kim, let's do it once a month. And let me see if for the end of the month, for the March one, if you and I can do it together, and have Gracie be my guest. See if she'd like to do that. If her time schedules, I'm not sure what after school stuff she's doing. I know she's probably a really busy kid, but yeah, let me know, because I would love to do, and let me know what craft she would like to do. I do have my Hearts and Crafts book. We can pick one from here. Something something springish, because it'll be March, right? So I will look through here and find a cool craft for us to do. Oh, all right. Well, that's cool. Cool. All right. So we could tape it sooner, and then I could edit it and stuff like that. That would be great. All right. So I will get in touch with you for that. In the meantime, you can ask, have her take a look and see if there's a craft she wants to do, or if she wants me to pull one up out of here, because there's a lot of fun ones in here. A lavender wand. Ooh. All right, I won't read the book. Instead of a paper airplane, you're making a paper bird. That's kind of fun. But anyway, there's so many things we can do. I also, I have dried flowers. I have all sorts of stuff we can do. So March will be a good time for spring. I can't wait for spring. I'm so over this cold, dreary, and I know I'm complaining and we haven't really had that much snow and we haven't really had that much cold, but we also haven't had that much sun. And I realized today I hop out of the shower and I looked at my arms and I'm like, I'm so pale. I want to sit in the sun. I want to just soak up. And I'm not one to just lay out in the sun and I can't tolerate that I get too hot. But I like to be outside, doing everything outside, hop on the four-wheeler, take a ride, go in my camper, sit out front in my swing, hang out with my sibs. Yeah, it's cold enough. Enough is enough. So, where's everybody from? I know where I'm from. Yeah, I'm over winter. Yeah, before it's even officially winter on the calendar. And I'm ready for spring before I'm just over winter. I'm such an outdoor person, which reminds me, I went to the post office, as you know, yesterday, and I had on my sandals. They're like flip-flops, but so well all right, that's fair. Colorado, Tennessee, upstate New York. So anyway, I went to the post office and this guy held the door for me on the way out, and he looks down at my feet. He goes, "Don't you know it's February?" And I'm like, I know, I'm ridiculous, but I couldn't. Oh, California, nice. I said, but I was just in the house. I had to run to the post office. The next thing I know, I'm walking outside in my flip-flops. It is what it is. If it was up to me, I would never wear shoes again. That's all there is to it. I prefer flip-flops or bare feet. It's just how I like it. I mean, I like the idea of wearing boots, but once I wear them for a little bit, my feet get hot, I get annoyed, I don't even want to. So I would, people are out in shorts. I get it. I see the same thing. I wouldn't wear shorts right now, but I did have my flip-flops on. And in my defense, I was doing house stuff. And then I'm like, oh no, I got to run to the post office. And yeah. It is what it is. So, Karen, I'm with you. If I never had to wear socks again, I would be so happy. Now, I used to sit in my office. My desk was way in the back in a little cubicle. Nobody went back there. I would sit and take my shoes off and I would just kind of hang out because I can't stand having shoes and socks on. I can't stand it. I have a thing. So from May to October, I will not wear shoes. Well, closed-in shoes. So that's my thing from May to October. Sometimes I regret it because in upstate New York, there is a time when we might have snow in October. But for the most part, I hold strong May to October. So I'm just reading some of the comments. So I do have a thing where I like to buy boots. I don't know why. I don't wear them. Not anymore anyway. I'm certainly never going to wear them that much. I mean, I might wear them if Luba and I go out to lunch again. I might wear them. But I don't know. Have you guys seen my latest homage to Crystal? Melissa. Too many cows and chickens to go barefoot. That's fair. That's fair. However, other than going in the barn, when I grew up on the farm, we were always running around the yards barefoot. We wouldn't go in the barn barefoot because that's just gross. But, yeah. My dad would yell at us, "Don't you dare go in the barn." And you wouldn't go in the hay mound because it's itchy, but whatever. Melissa, what'd you write? I gotta see what's funny. So anyway, did you see my latest version of my, I'm getting quite a few of these. Da-da-da-da. So somebody just commented that I should take pictures of them. Sorry, it's falling over. There we go. That I should take pictures of them, put them in a book, and she'd buy it. Okay. That's fun. But I think I need at least 100 of them for that. So thank you everybody for being here. If you wouldn't mind a thumbs up, and if you haven't yet, could you please give me a subscribe and all that fun YouTube stuff? Thank you so much. Yeah, I just, oh, wait, no. There we go. Now, I have a funny thing. And Renee, let me know if Grace remembers this. When I walk around barefoot in the summer, my feet, of course, get dirt on them. And I call them summer feet. Summer feet. So, my neighbor here now, she's just turning 5. And anytime she wants to go barefoot, she tells her mom, I want summer feet like Kim. So she thinks summer feet means bare feet. She doesn't realize summer feet mean filthy feet. You know how it is. You're walking in the garden, you're walking in the dirt. I just walk around barefoot. So I have summer feet. Hi, Deborah. All about the summer feet. Yeah, so I'm not sure if Grace would remember that because it was a while ago, but I used to say, yep, I got summer feet. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the shares and the subscribes and all that fun stuff. I am working on 1,000 subscribers. I know it's a tall order, but you got to set your goals big, right? Set them high, and then once you reach them, set them higher. There you go. That's my advice for you for today. That'll be Coffee with Kim sideline my advice. So, oh my goodness. I gotta see. Oh, hold on. I gotta show you. So I just got a picture from Luba who did all of the yarn barf. And this, she had set it up on the table, and then the puppy got a hold of it down there. Oh, sorry about that. It is a little funny, excuse me, because I get that with Fritz all the time. I'll hear rustling around behind me, and I'll look, and he's actually digging in these totes, trying to get hold of a ball or two to play with. Yeah. Margaret, see, I live right on the river, right on the Hudson River, so it's almost like being at the beach every day. The only thing is, and I don't know if you guys have these things around you, but we have things called water chestnuts. Now, they're not the ones you think of with Chinese food. These things are, I have one. Hold on a minute. Let me show you. So this will be why, and why do I collect them? Because I can do something crafty with them, I'm sure. But check this awful thing out. And I'll tell you what, if you step on this thing, look at that. So this is an invasive species. Yes, you did. I remember. And this will go right through. I had Crocs on, and this went right through it. And so they're all over my yard and my beach. So that's why I don't go barefoot on my beach. I can clean them off the yard, and I do. I rake them down. But on the beach itself, I don't. And if I go in the water, I'm wearing shoes, even though they go through. But yeah, for some reason, I'm collecting a thing of these. So Margaret, what they are is they're an invasive species. Look at that. They're terrible. Yep, right through your flip-flop. I remember, Renee. It was terrible. So there, So what they are is an invasive species. They came on the bottom of a boat. So, I mean, it's the Hudson River. People are coming here from all over the world, so you can't really monitor that. But the Mohawk River and the Hudson River now have a very bad infestation. Woo, big word. So they have a really big infestation of it. And I called NCON, and they told me to get my neighbors and some kayaks and go and physically pull these up. I'm like, okay, the patch of them is the size of like a Walmart parking lot. It's huge. It's huge. And she's like, why don't you get some of your neighbors and pull them up, because the infestation isn't big enough for us to come out and do anything. Anyway, long story short, those are why I don't go barefoot. In the middle of the summer, it almost closes off into the channel because it's just, the patch is so big. But I'm trying to have some beaches that are, yeah, just rocks. Yeah, so Melissa, if you just Google water chestnuts, you're probably going to see the water chestnuts you eat in Chinese food. And believe it or not, I did Google that, and people do eat these. I guess there's a nut inside, but I'm saving these because I think there's something crafty I can do with it. Any ideas? Anybody? Any idea? Other than stabbing myself too many times? I mean, they're kind of neat looking. They look like a gargoyle or something, don't they? I mean, if they weren't so terrifying. Yeah, so check that out. And if any of you can think of a craft that I might be able to do with this. I certainly have an endless supply of them because there's billions of them. The only time they get really bad on the yard itself is when the river decides to flood and come up. So anyway, I digress. So what's everybody working on? Tell me what your projects are. What are you working on right now? I am working on this blanket still. And then I'm also working on, here's my blanket. I showed it in the beginning, but I'll show it again. I'm also working on my swatches. Oh, Margaret, you're brilliant. You know I'm going to try that now. She says to spray paint them and make a flower arrangement. I'm going to try that. So I'm working on this, and I'm working on the swatches for my homage to Crystal. I have one of them done. Look at how cool this is. I know I'm cheating when I show you guys this, but look. This is called the 3D puff shell. It's really neat. What makes 3D is when you do this shell, you're going through the back loop only. But when you do the rest of it, you're going through the both loops. So I'm working on those. I'm looking through, what else am I working on? That's it right now. Thank goodness. A cardigan and a blanket. Nice. So Jessica, I have put it on my list that I want to learn to knit. I consider myself a cheater because I've got my Addy machine and I call that knitting, which it is. It's a knitting machine. But a couple things. One, the Addy machine I have, I think is a little big. I would like to come down a little bit, or the other one I have is too small. Plus, it's very picky. Excuse me. It's very picky on what yarn it will accept. See, I need to work on a cardigan. I love cardigan sweaters. But I don't know why I'm apprehensive. I don't want to get all the way through or halfway through something and find out it's too big or too small or too something. I know, that's a quitter. So I will put a cardigan on my list. And that'll be, look at this is sticking. I know that's, I was going to wait till later, but. So what I did was I grew my bangs out. I know you can see my gray. I grew my bangs out And then my one sister said, oh, you need to look like us, because they all have bangs. So I cut my bangs. Sibling peer pressure. And now I regret it. So I'm growing them back out. So anyway, that's that. So I have to get in the camper this weekend. I've crocheted a blanket for the camper. I want to get that done. I've got all of my towels done. Thank you, Melissa. So yeah, the stitch samples, you know what it is? They're very satisfying for several reasons. No, I haven't, Margaret, and I will. I watch Crystal all the time. So, what was I saying? Dang it. So, I got to get out into the camper. I've made, oh, my towels. I've made all my towels for it. So, I got to get it out there, get it all taken care of. And I need to take the double loop. Let's see if I can get this off here. Come on. Here we go. So I want to take this, the double loop, and I want to make a runner for my camper. So it goes right down the middle of the camper. I'm going to leave this out because I need another thing on my desk. I want to leave it out because it'll remind me that that should be my next project. I have 1, 2, 3 skeins of that yarn left. That should do a nice rug, right? And it's wool. I almost said it's yarn. Dirt, of course it's yarn. It's wool, so it'll be able to be washed and, you know, tossed in the washer and stuff like that. So very versatile for the camper. A lot of the times when I go on my treasure hunts and stuff, I'll look for old bath mats or old. Thank you. Well, you're getting really good at that, Sugar Diamond. You're getting really good at those. So a lot of times when I go to the, you know, the thrift stores, I will look for old bath mats or old welcome mats or old whatever, and I just lay them down across my entire camper because I don't want the floor to get messed up. And it's so much easier. You just grab the rugs, shake them out, wash them, put new ones back in or put them back in, and it really saves your floor. Mr. Fortunate and I had a camper years back and bought it brand new, and when we sold it, it still looked brand new because I didn't let anybody ever walk on the real carpet or the floor. So the camper was just as pretty when we sold it as when we bought it. And that's very rare when you're selling something like that, because normally, you know, the second you pull it off the lot, you're losing money on it. But I made sure I kept it. That's a good hint for those of you that have like a camper or a camp or something like that. Save the floors, just cover them. So, so wait, somebody mentioned. So, oh my goodness. I am trying another new venture. Of course I am. I can hear a couple of you going, of course you are. I'm actually writing an ebook. So that's fun. I'm actually writing an ebook about genetics and your pets and how genetics affect the personality and the health of your pets. My next ebook will be about crafting, many different ways of crafting, this and that. I just wanted to throw the first one out there, get a feel on how to do it, and it was really fun. So I'm going to, it's actually, I have like a 72-hour waiting period. It's up on Amazon, so that'll be cool. I'll let you all know once my crafting book is out. I will put links to it in there. Yeah, different kinds of, I think it'll be fun. Like, it'll be called Crafting with Kim, right? Unless someone else has that title, then it'll be Craft Along with Kim or Crafting Ideas by Kim, something to that creative effect. If you guys have any ideas, let me know. Give me your ideas for a title for my book. Because I love to hear the creativity. Let me scroll down, see if I can see any more of the... Yeah, I know, Renee, sometimes people just get in here and whatever. But you're doing good getting rid of them. Just block them. That's why I'm so glad I have you guys. Okay, so Margaret, look into an ebook. I can't give you all of the hints and details and this and that, but so Renee, maybe you can find a link for me. If you could find a link to Ryan Scribner, he has a thing on how to write an ebook. It's on YouTube. If you just go up and search Ryan Scribner with R-Y-A-N, you can put a link to it. And Margaret, that might help. You could start there. Ryan is amazing. He's brilliant. And boy, I'm telling you, he's a smart kid. So, Margaret, what's your kid's book about? I'd love to know. I'd love to know what it's about. I have somebody that I used to work with. She wrote 2 kids' books, and she sent me copies of them and signed them for my grandson. So I think maybe on his first birthday or whatever, I'll give them to him. They'll be kind of cool. No, I am not starting with a pamphlet. If you're gonna go in, go all in. You gotta go all in. I knew you'd catch me on that one. Oh, Margaret, that sounds really fun. That's really cool. I would love to see it. I would love to see what the adventures are. And you know what? If you can find a way to get it published, I would love to get it for my grandson. And that would be his book collection. Add to his book collection. That would be such a great idea. I'm telling you, go into YouTube and look for Ryan Scribner, and he will tell you, he's got all different ways to publish ebooks. So you can start with the ebooks, and then when I put my ebook up, it said, would you like a paperback of it as well? So I didn't get to that part. I had to come on live, but so there's ways to start there. So you've already done the hard part. You've already written the book. So start with there, see if you can do an ebook, because that'd be cool. So, oh my goodness, I keep looking back here. I'm like, what can I do? I wanna play with more yarn. I have to do 5 more swatches today, plus laundry, plus. I'm almost out of my coffee. So what's the weather where you guys are? I know here I think I see this much blue sky. That much. That's it. Yep, right there. It's right there. Yesterday I was on a live with Art Junkie, and somebody was on there and they're like complaining about the weather. It was sunny and 70. I'm like, now, for those of you reading the comments, Renee is about a half hour from me. So I think you're probably seeing the sun that I'm seeing, because that's the direction you're at. So it's coming. Rain, maybe snow. Well, you know what, Sugar? You can always ignore the laundry for a little while. But once you run out of clean clothes, So I'm trying to do it on Saturday religiously, so that I just it doesn't sneak up on me. So 60s where you are. All right. I know, we're supposed to have sun. I want their job. I want to be a meteorologist, because you're like, well, it might rain, it might not. Might be sunny, it might not. You might get snow, you might not. Okay. I want that job. I mean, I know there's a lot that goes into it, but man, come on. So we haven't had sun in a long time, but this whole week is supposed to be sunny. I actually said to Mr. Fortunate yesterday, I'm like, wow, I need a dose of some vitamin D. I need the sunshine. I need the sunshine. Here we go. Put a flower in my hair. Actually, that's kind of cute. Stop rolling your eyes. I know, I'm crazy, but it is what it is. So tomorrow morning we're going to do live. Well, yeah, true. It's 43 in Florida. Whoa. True. You can always shop for more clothes. So I have 3 of my friends are in Florida right now. 2 of them actually were, well, a couple, and they were like, we're going to Disney Animal Kingdom. Come with us. I'm like, I don't know where. Just hop on a plane and go to Animal Kingdom. I can't leave Fritz. And I won't leave him. And Mr. Fortunate can't go because he's got work. We're like, we can't just hop on a plane and take off. Although I do miss Disney. I love Disney. So. Well, you know what, Sugar Diamond? Well, no, you'd have to watch. I was going to say you could just wear them and donate them, but you don't want that. I know, Renee, I miss Disney so much. But always look back. I haven't been there since 2015. No, you didn't go to Goodwill? Why would you pass on it? Well, they're open today. Get back out there. I love that Goodwill is open on Sunday, too. So there's 2 places around here that are open on Sunday. So in case I am busy the rest of the week, I can always hit up Goodwill. And the one that's about a half hour that way, they always have a lot of yarn. So I go over and I sort through all of the yarn that they have. So it's getting to be about an hour. I just want to make sure, please check out any of my, well, all right. You're forgiven as long as you went to Michael's and Joann's. But I want to, first of all, thank you all for being here. Thank you so much. It means a lot. Please remember, thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't. Tell others how crazy I am and how much fun we have here. Make sure you check out my other playlists. We've got Crafting with Kim, and obviously Coffee with Kim, and the short videos. I'm really having fun with the short videos because they're funny. I mean, I'm looking through all my videos, and if it makes me laugh, I'm throwing it up there. So thank you so much, Sugar Diamond. Yes, I am trying for my lofty goal of 1,000 people. I know it's a lot, but that's what YouTube says I need. So hopefully word of mouth will get out. And I can get to 1,000. Let's set a goal. I would like to be to 1,000 by, how about May 1st? What do you think? May 1st, we'll try to get to 1,000 by then. So I'll need your help. I'll need you liking and sharing and watching. And the watch hours are important too. So if you're looking for something to do, instead of putting on Netflix, put on one of my playlists. Now I'm competing with Netflix. But I know you guys can do it. You guys are such a great group of people. I'm telling you, the comments I'm getting and the reactions I'm getting and the encouragement, you guys are amazing. I only wish I had done this years ago because the feeling you guys are giving me, I love it. Thank you so much. Thank you. I really appreciate anybody that gives me the shout out during lives or anybody that shares my content with anybody else. I really do appreciate it. You guys are wonderful. Yeah, I do too. I watch YouTube now. I don't really watch TV that much unless I'm sitting with Mr. Fortunate and then we watch stuff together. But I just, and yes, I do crochet. A lot. I have more blankets in my living room than I know what to do with. But I also have them in the bedroom and in the camper and in my friends. I give them to all my friends. I give them to my family. So I'm also working. It is my new adventure. It is my retirement. And I'm trying to make this my next chapter. So I appreciate you all being on this journey with me. and I'm going to get my laundry done, go on a treasure hunt, and I will meet you all back here tomorrow morning at 8. Remember, be creative. Have a great day, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye, guys.